got a baby.
Mimi might have had reservations when it all started, but it looks like she got over them. Now she could be laughing all the way to the bank. Straight out to TMZ news manager Mike Walters. What the heck is this piracy battle going on?
Well, Jane, it's because of the way technology is, especially in pornographic films. People on the internet steal them and they put them up for free on the internet. And a guy like Stephen Hirsch, who I think is a genius, by the way, has the company Vivid Entertainment that has to put out this video. And immediately on Monday when they put it out, 1,200 websites stole their intellectual property and put it out for free. And remember, Vivid Entertainment's a business. They charge for this celebrity sex tape. And actually, Jane, they have an entire area of their website full of celebrity sex tapes. And these people who sign off on these, they're willing participants, and they're in this section. You pay to get in there to look at it. And the problem is 1,200 websites immediately in one day, they had to fight because the piracy is so bad because of the way technology, it's so easy to steal this stuff and repost it on the internet.
Yeah, and I agree with everything you said, except for the phrase intellectual property. That's a stretch. Listen, Mike, I gotta say that this trend, I personally find very disturbing. Thank you for your report, but we're going to debate it right now. This sex tape is going to be a big plot line on the new season of the hit show Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. VH1's press release says the sex tape mysteriously, how did that happen, leaked. And Mimi, a mother of one, needs to determine if the reward outweighs the repercussions.
You and your boo. How y'all doing? What boo?
Nico.
I love the way your nipples insinuate this.
Have you ever made sex tape?
No.
I absolutely like when you turn up when I read that come on.
I'm in such another place. I don't even realize that that camera is on.
Is that good you want to document it?
Demetria Lucas, pop culture expert Mimi and Nico, seen here in photos from their Instagram, claim they were forced to release this homemade sex tape. Give me a break. Do you really believe it was leaked by somebody and then that forced them to make a deal with Vivid Entertainment? Does that even make sense?
They filmed a sex tape. They had lighters. They may have had someone was on lights. They looked like there were a couple different cameras going on, lots of different angles. This was not a shaky home video and someone's holding an iPhone. This was a produced tape. They wanted to have it released to the public. This isn't an accident. It's come out with its full media campaign. They need to stop trying to pretend that this is fake. This is like happenstance. They don't know how it happened.
And let's debate the issue of whether this is a porno or not. Just because it's a homemade sex tape, I think it's still a big old porno. The porn industry is notorious for its horrifying treatment of women, and almost all porn is incredibly sexist. But some people are saying, well, this is different. That it's not really porn because it's a sex tape made by and starring a couple in a relationship. But a source told Hollywood Life that Mimi was paid $100,000 for this video. Is there a difference between homemade sex tapes and real pornos? Steve Santagati, author of the manual, in my opinion, if they got cold hard cash for doing, you know, the dirty on camera, it's a porno, and she's a porno star, and so is he.
Yeah, without a doubt. The best part about it is, though, Mike from TMZ is defending probably one of the sleaziest businesses in the world, that they're so outraged that there's piracy. Give me a break. Number two, the porn tape is so, 2010 or something right now? It's almost as old as like adopting a child from a foreign country to get press. This is such a bad PR stunt that's well past its prime. It's a joke all around. But to answer your question, Jane, yes, it's a porn. There's two people having sex. Fortunately, they match in the looks department, so which is better than most porns, I'm guessing. But yeah, the whole thing is a joke. Why we have to pay attention to this stuff anyways is beyond me.
Well, I mean, we have to pay attention because people are interested. Exhibit A, she apparently gets up in the bathroom and hangs on to a shower curtain rod, and now nobody, yeah, exactly, can find a shower curtain rod anywhere in America because they're flying off the shelves, and people are, and God only knows.
That's bull.
What do you mean it's bull?
That's like the Sasquatch thing. Who knows? Are we going to all go check Target, Walmart, Lowe's to see if the shower rods are really flying off the shelves? Or to perhaps someone in the great PR world just happen to say they're flying off the shelves and they have a chance to billboard their company's name? Come on. We're smarter than that.
Jenny Ketchum, we're delighted to have you. You're the author of I Am Jenny. You're a former adult film star. Listen, I have a problem with this. I have a problem with porn. I have a problem with something that's supposed to be an intimate relationship and a moment of love between two people becoming a commodity that you sell. And so as a former porn star, I hope you would tell us how pernicious and destructive pornography in general is before we just gloss over it and make it like this is, you know, a day in the park and that this is going to be okay for Mimi's children, her child who is ultimately going to grow up and see this. What say you?
Well, first, you know, I absolutely agree with you, Jane. Being in pornography is really, really hard on an individual's psyche, be it man or female, but especially if it's a female porn star, because you're dealing with that slut-pimp dichotomy. And so I think that for her kids, what's going to be really difficult is not only being the child of a porn person, because I wouldn't call her a porn star, I'd call her a media whore, but not a porn star. She hasn't done nearly enough films to necessitate her to be a star. But what's going to be really difficult for her kids is dealing with the fact that she did this to become more famous, not because she absolutely economically had to. So it's a very selfish move, in my opinion, on her behalf. And in terms of her relationship, I think it really displays how unhealthy this relationship between her and Nico really is, and the fact that she's probably really
anybody on this panel defend their doing the tape? Does anybody?
I will say this, Jane. I will say this. I think it says something about our culture and the fact that we consume it. I mean, this is, as you said, been even more popular than the sex tape of Kim Kardashian. And I think it's really a sad commentary on what we value from our women in today's society. And it's really kind of sad to me about what we consume
How women
as
value
media.
themselves.
And Jane, if this is
but you know what? It's a
they've obviously won.